The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra. And for your children.
What's up guys, Carmine here, and as always, that was a fantastic episode, and I gotta say, Rhaenys is gonna really regret not roasting all of them alive when she had the chance there at the very end. Despite where her true allegiance lies, she kinda made the first move by bursting out of the ground like that and pretty much injuring a good chunk of the crowd, and using her dragon to threaten the royal family. But we'll have to save that discussion for the review video. But as good as this episode was, the next one looks even better and more insane, if that's possible. Let's get into it. Now, the preview starts with Rhaenys flying back towards Dragonstone to warn Rhaenyra what's happened and that the Greens are coming for her and the children, which is somewhat accurate, though Rhaenys doesn't really know that. Alicent tried very hard to keep her father in check in an effort to get a diplomatic solution to the brewing situation, so in a sense, Rhaenys could be dooming any negotiation attempts by delivering the news this way. Someone would be less likely to come to the table for discussions when they have the message in mind that their children's lives could be forfeit at any moment. It's one of the reasons Alicent carried on the way she did for most of the series since episode 6. We can also see here that Daemon is with her, and most likely he's wasting no time in calling for war, and as we can see here, he already has his sword out and is ready to go. But it looks like Rhaenyra is still processing the news that not only has her father died, but her children are in danger and plans are already in motion to throw her down as heir. Daemon even echoes this in the next scene by telling Rhaenyra that she cannot bend the knee to them since they're thieves who stole her birthright. If he has to tell her this, then that means she's likely thinking of negotiating any deal to avoid conflict, which Daemon is going to caution against. Once again, he has always seen the Hightowers as what they are, and he's not having it. We also get a new scene of several of Rhaenyra's supporters and family members around the painted table on Dragonstone preparing for war and what to do next. One participant advises to lay siege to the Red Keep, which reminds me of what Dany's advisors told her to do back in Season 7 before she lost most of her forces to Cersei and Euron Greyjoy. Her sons volunteer for a mission, likely in search of allies, which is probably what this scene is here. Rhaenys and the Strong Boys flying off in separate directions to prepare for the upcoming war. Among her supporters is one of the Cargill twins who has successfully snuck out of King's Landing with Viserys' crown and is swearing his allegiance to Rhaenyra. As we saw in this episode, he was not impressed with the type of man Aegon was and was hesitant to support him despite his brother reminding them of their vows. But right after this, we get a nice shot of Aemon removing his eye patch, and book fans know exactly what this means. Let's just say, for those of you who don't know, it'll probably be one of the most notorious scenes in the history of the entire franchise, and judging by the lightning outside and how it's dark, it's possible that wherever Aemond is, one of Rhaenyra's sons is there as well with him, because we later see a small child running towards his dragon and then flying in the storm. There are no other characters that I can think of with short hair and a dragon, so it's most likely one of her sons. And in the distance, we also get one of the most mental scenes ever, and I love them for making Vhagar look like a looming monster rising from the storm. It almost looks like a scene out of Jurassic Park, and it's amazing. Can't wait to see it. And to close out the preview, we see Daemon singing in Valyrian to a dragon we haven't quite seen yet, and then drawing his sword on what looks like a delegation from the crown led by Otto Hightower. And unlike in episode 2, Rhaenyra may not save him from Daemon's threats this time, so I am curious to see how he gets out of this. And finally, we get a shot of Vhagar taking a bite out of something to end the preview. But guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, definitely let me know what you thought of this episode, and also be sure to tell me what you're most excited for going forward towards the finale. And of course, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out the channel. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.